Welcome back to Cruising with Krusty. Today I want you to come along with me on a ride that takes us up into northern Vermont to see the Pulp Mill Bridge. This is up in Middlebury, Vermont. As a matter of fact, let me show you a map of the ride that we took. All right, here's the route. So basically we left central Massachusetts and found our way up to Keene, New Hampshire. We happened to take 140 to Route 12. From there, we cut over to pick up Route 30 in Vermont to begin to take us north. Route 30 eventually connects with Route 100. If you've never ridden Route 100 in Vermont, this is a must road for anybody on two wheels especially. Route 100 took us up into Hancock, Vermont, where we took a left on 125, and 125 takes us over to Middlebury, Vermont, to see the Pulp Mill Bridge. We'll give you a little more history on that when we get there. From there, of course, you can find your own way home, but as we came down, we were headed over to Lake Scenic. So we eventually just kind of headed east out towards Bethel and Royalton. We wanted to make a little bit of time on this. It was going to be a long day. So we eventually kind of wound our way over to Route 89 to where we picked up at the bottom of Lake Scenic, Bubba's Bar and Grill, right at the southern tip of the lake. Nice little spot, great food, looking out over the lake. I would recommend it as a great stop. I used to travel a bit, and one of the important lessons I learned while traveling was this: expect something to go wrong. That way, when it does, you can simply just say, oh, there it is. It's like having it as part of your plan. Something unplanned is bound to happen. And if your expectation is that the trip you've planned and spent so much time coordinating is going to go the way that you planned it, that expectation alone may ruin your fun and all the sense of adventure that you have for this trip. Now, I'm a great one for making a plan. I plan the route, I plan the start time, I plan the breaks, I plan the meals, I plan the gas stops, I plan our destination, I make the reservations. I'm the guy that does all of that stuff, especially if I'm taking my wife with me and we're doing a multi-day trip. I'm sure you know somebody like me out there. There's many of us. And people like me come in handy, especially if you're doing like a group ride and you're responsible for all of that stuff, but you're also responsible for the multitude of people that'll be riding with you, the types of bikes, the different ages of people, the different capabilities, that sort of stuff. A plan can be very, very helpful. However, lots of things can go wrong, and eventually in your riding life, things will go wrong. Weather, traffic, detours, bathroom breaks, breakdowns, clothing changes, bugs, you name it, it can and will go wrong at some point. Now, day 3 of our annual birthday ride, we were supposed to have traveled from Utica north through the Adirondacks, and then up around Lake Champlain and back down for a night in Vermont. However, that something unexpected happened. We woke up, the radar was supposed to be clear, it showed rain, the temperatures were supposed to warm up a little bit, they didn't, and then we also had a light on the bike come on, the ABS light, so we had to unexpectedly change our plans. So this was supposed to be day 4, but it's in reverse. Instead of coming down through Vermont, we're going up into Vermont. We spent the whole day riding. This was a long trip. It was about 400 miles, between 11 and 12 hours. So I want you to jump on the back of the bike with us and take a ride with us and see part of what we saw, including this covered bridge. So you know what to do. Do all that stuff, the subscribe and the like and all of that stuff. And let's go. This is the Pulp Mill Bridge. Now, this bridge is distinct in several ways. First, it's one of only 7 two-lane covered bridges in the whole country, just one of 7. This is also just one of only 2 in the state of Vermont. The other one is the museum covered bridge. This is the only one still carrying regular traffic, and it's also the oldest covered bridge in Vermont, and it's one of the oldest in the country, although the exact age of the bridge is in question. A sign on the bridge states it was built between 1808 and 1820, but that's also disputed, and it could have been built as late as 1850.